in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to the Funky Intellect featuring Joy and me, the special guest, Tiffany.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Today I have my good friend with me here, Tiffany, and we're talking about friendships and stuff. Honestly, that's the best intro I'm ever gonna have on the show.
Well, you know, I do my best.
You've been doing your best for a long time. But we made it. I can't think of anybody that I would rather record this friendship podcast with because I feel like we fit the bill really well.
Yeah.
Were you touched?
I was.
Okay. Like, you're a good friend. So I feel like you calling me and saying like, hey, let's do this when we couldn't figure out what we were going to talk about. It's perfect.
We talk about too much.
Too many. We talk about too much. And I said, you know what? Friends. Like, that was it. I knew I wanted to talk about friends. It's been a theme. I did it last season. And I did it because people are like, no new friends, or that it's hard to make friends. And so I figured, let's talk about friendships and how things evolve and how we show up and all that.
Yeah.
All that. So the song for the day is The Golden Girls, Thank You for Being a Friend. Okay, it's the theme song that we all know and love.
Travel down the road.
Yeah. And what version is it?
It's, the version. It's
the gospel.
The gospel. And,
whoa. Like,
well, you are churchy. Okay, so you would know better than me.
The first time I heard the Golden Girls in a club or like in a party setting, I just thought it was the smartest thing.
Yeah. Like, I don't care how old you are, you watch the Golden Girls.
100%.
I don't care how old you are.
It was the smartest thing. I said the people are on to something. Mm-hmm. And then at some point, they like started putting in like Family Matters and all that other stuff. I mean,
we need to retire Can We Talk? But that's another day.
What?
I mean, I'm tired.
You need to come back for another episode about shit we can retire because Deborah Cox, I don't know how that man got there, but
he wrote the bus.
I know he wrote the bus, but I ain't never got to hear that song again in my life. So
I'll come back.
Yeah, I don't never want to hear it ever again. So things can be retired 100%. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for being on the pod.
Yep.
And first and foremost, being my friend.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's easy. When we met over those warm Patron shots.
She won't let it go. I was not the bartender.
Imagine.
Okay.
The first time you meeting somebody. Okay. Let me say how we met. We're going to a gathering. I'm hanging out with my sister. I don't even hang out with my sister. But she like, come out here. I'm like, okay, cool. It's a celebration. Mm-hmm. Okay. Somebody named Tiffany, or I don't even know if I should say, I feel like I was going out because your sister had said, come out.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Was I friends with your sister at the time? It might have just all been the workout group. It could have just been that.
Kids.
Okay.
It's kidding or whatever it was.
But yeah, I was graduating, was in a space of I didn't care. Let's go outside. Okay. And we went to Scout Gardner's on West Tower. No, it wasn't West Tower. Richmond. And we went to Scott's.
Yeah.
And took shots of tequila.
Warm. You can't just tell these people.
Celebrating. And then,
hot.
You drank
hot?
You drank
I did, but I mean, I don't think I've ever had a warm tequila shot in my life. I mean, that was the first and like,
yeah.
You
gotta do new things, branch out.
My livers and stuff. I was yellow.
But yeah, it was like she was there. I don't even really think we talked to each other. Like it may have been like
I was
vibing. And I don't know if we exchanged numbers. I don't know, how do we even like connect? I'm not even certain. But we're here now.
Yeah.
We're here now. And then I was in a phase of like wanting to meet other lesbian women, and I joined the group.
Yeah.
And I saw her in the group.
Yeah.
And was like, oh. And I think that's when we started hanging out more. Before it was just like we may have talked, but we didn't hang out a lot. But I think...
I don't know. Because I feel like even in the group, I was like, I know her. Like, I feel like I still had like an attachment, like an ownership. Like, nah, she good. You other motherfuckers are strangers. But I know her. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's because of the, the link already. I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was just like, no, you're not a person in the group. You're like a freak.
Yeah.
I had already claimed you as something.
Oh, okay, look, come leave. And
yeah, something had happened, and you was already playing.
well, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was 2013.
What is it?
Yeah.
I feel like I've known you much longer. I mean, I'm wrong, obviously, but
You may have been hearing about me from Faith. Oh.
no.
Anyway.
No. Considering, I talk to my sister, but do I
Not
talk
like that.
to-
Yeah.
So I think the closeness of our relationship,
It's us on our own.
yeah, we've done it ourselves. Okay, I think the stuff that we talk about, because we're so close, is like, oh, okay, no, it's been a long time,
Very long time.
deep rooted, somewhere in me, like,
Yeah, I think that was the last time. No. I think that was like around the last time that I was really like open
to friend.
to like friends. Like, oh, I need these people in my life. I think I'd gone through a phase where I had, living in Houston, being here, had a bunch of friends. And then when I was like 27, 28, they all like left, moved to other states, stuff like that. So I had to start all over with friend group. And that's when I was very much like, okay, let me build my friend group.
Okay, so maybe it was perfect timing, because at that time I had just gotten out of a relationship, graduated, started my business, and I was like, I'm outside, I'm doing stuff, I'm meeting people, woo woo woo. And the sister was like, all right, come out with me.
Yeah.
There's Tiffany.
Yeah.
And she crazy, but she cool. And I was like, okay. Now if somebody tells me somebody's crazy, I would be like concerned. Back then, I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's a good time. Now I'm like, no,
They could be.
Yeah.
Like, we've gone through a lot. So people could be.
So, okay, 2013. And then, so I have on like the little docket of just kind of talking about how we have evolved as friends. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's been some evolution to us.
Yeah, I think I had like a very set group of like people in my life when I built it up. And so I was in school, I finished school, so
That's why
I was outside.
we was there with the warm tequila because of the celebration.
Yeah, I was outside. I was going to the clubs a bit more. But I think I had become like more of like a homebody by that point in my life. I was like, okay, let me just start staying in the house. And so you kind of pulled me out.
I was about to say,
You pulled me out because I have been outside, been in the house, and like,
you have been there, done.
yeah. And so then when the function started happening, I was like, okay, let's go to the function.
Oh yeah, because I'm
We're
like,
outside at the
girl,
function.
if my memory serves me correctly, we was outside.
We were
Yeah, to the places.
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. And
I think if you had not been in that space,
yeah.
I would have ditched it like sooner, and then also I probably would not have enjoyed it as much.
Yeah.
Like having a friend there, because I was trying to find people, right? So having you as like a built-in, like, oh, she coming, she good,
Yeah.
Tiffany, then it made that time look.
Because I feel like I didn't say yes unless I knew I was going to come.
Yeah.
That was the kind of space I was in. So I was like, if I was going to say I was going to be there, I was going to show up. So I was kind of a standard. And again, I wasn't dating or anything at that time. And so
That's a whole nother.
we were just out. But I think like as we've grown, I think more so COVID. I think that's really when we hopped out.
I think COVID.
Yeah,
I feel like COVID is so recent, so that's why I was like,
no, COVID. I think for me, when like I think it was one of those things where I said, "That's my friend."
oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was very much.
It took you that long? How many?
No.
13.
No, so for me, like even with
Me doing the math. My
no,
God.
even with Jen,
Hell of a
we had
trial
been
period.
together for however long, and it wasn't until COVID where I was like, that's like
People-
my partner.
People had to start dying. That's what you said.
Yes, no,
The world coming to an end, and you like, you know what?
I would not have wanted to not have that type of friendship during that time.
Oh,
And so because we had established that already and we were strong, I was very thankful that I wasn't in that group of people that I knew who went to extremes during COVID.
Other people?
Yes. And so because I had built that, so I think everything that we've been through, all of the ups and downs, I think from my side, I had a lot of stuff going on. Like my mom's surgery, like it was just a lot of stuff like built into that. And having built that relationship where it was like, okay, that was my go-to, you're my person. It's gotten us to where we are today. Because I can't imagine not having you in my life at this point. Because who's going to fill that void? That's a void.
I'm glad you know.
That's
You're damn right.
yeah. That's a void for me. So
It's actually really important for me for you to feel the friendship. You know what I mean? Like, I really be trying to listen to, like, you run, and you know, I don't remember nothing. I be trying to listen to the running thing. I be listening to the relationship thing, the work. I want you to know, like, nah, I got your back. I'm going to show up.
yeah.
I'm going to do what I can.
Yeah.
Woo. I don't know when our friendship was, like, I don't know, solidified or embedded somehow. Maybe it's like that movie, The Mist, where, you know, the fog just rolls in. And maybe you were the fog. And you, okay, come, just hang with me.
I'm here.
Okay. And you were the fog. And then somehow you enveloped me and my heart to solidify yourself. So then I inhaled the mist, okay? And now now the mist is a part of me.
Yeah.
Forever.
Good.
My genetics have been changed. Good. Because you're in my life.
Oh, that's what's up. I feel like
I should have wrote that down. Your like 50th birthday. I'm gonna be like a toast to the mist. You know
where we gonna be in Tulum. That's the most basic.
we will. We get to look.
With a Caesar salad. No, I think that I can say solidly, I have a hand full of friends, right? Because it's not really that. But I think that my relationship with you, and also I think my relationship with Anna, have been the ones that have evolved like a lot over these last like 7 years.
It also took COVID for Anna to get in.
Anna
She was
always
in here before me.
Anna was always there. And
When did you meet her?
working out, TKB girl.
Hot me.
Yeah.
Note to everybody, y'all need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
The connection happened by way of gym and I don't know, Black Woman Magic. I don't know.
Yeah. Like at the gym, we worked out. I got our friend group, and she was always there. Anna is like my troll in my life or whatever, who really just makes me laugh. She really makes me laugh. But like the running and all that, and we're running together and doing the things or whatever. It's really evolved, and so I think these two relationships have done that something pivotal.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the idea of me being a pivotal partner. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
Next.
Yep. Speaking of Anna, so over time, obviously, we've evolved. What just happened?
I had to see what the...
We have a. I don't even know if I should explain this. Like, we have like a little guide to attempt to keep us on track, and she can't see.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, that...
Anyway, what I was saying was also a portion of our evolving is like meeting other friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say at your wedding, I really realized the friendships and the moments that had been made with us
Mm-hmm.
when I was helping you get ready, and John was there,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This is what people talk about." You know,
Yeah, like when you think back to it. Yeah, I thought it was great that John got some great pictures.
Like, let's just let the boys do their thing, and then I'll edit that out.
They're jerks.
You know, it's the low for me.
Spill that stuff down.
Did that come out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that can. Is it not water?
It is water.
It's a lot of water.
Yeah. Can't see it. But play.
Swing your mic. I don't think they swing your mic.
No, because we just got it in place.
Yeah. I said, baby, take your time. What's the rush? Oh.
That's how it was spilled to the bread.
That person that just rode by on their bike looks like a complete dweeb.
Wow.
And that's not nice.
Wow.
But also, like the helmet, I think their bike had side view mirrors.
Oh, it's that older guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's his bike ride, bro. He come through here every day.
Do it. Keep it
That's
up.
his exercise.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
I mean.
Okay.
Anyway, so at your wedding, being there with John, I was like, oh no, we making moments. Like,
Yeah.
This is those priceless moments, and I'm so happy to be there and so aware and so happy for you and all that other stuff. But merging those friend groups, now I have that shared moment with him, and over time, our friendships have, crossed paths or whatever, to the point where you avoid me at events and you go hug my friend.
I do.
Yes.
I love them.
It hurts a little, but I let it happen.
I love them. They're fun. They're fun.
And I kind of wanted to discuss like what it takes to merge a friend group, because I see people joke all the time about like the friends you grew up with don't like the friends that you made during adulthood and stuff like that. And I think it's our responsibility to, one, figure out whose personality don't work well together, right? Because you just know there's some people that should not be in the same space.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of knowing, I feel like also you gotta let people go. Yeah, it's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
But I think merging friends is necessary, because at some point everybody can be separate. Like the milestones and stuff like that.
I think that for me, I waited as much as I could to hang out with you and John together.
Really?
Yes. Because everybody has such a big personality. And
Dude,
yes.
you have no one with, oh my goodness.
And
Nobody with a small personality.
right. And so I knew that you all would get along. I knew that you would hit it off. I had to be okay with you all hitting it off without me. Because why would you call her? Or why would you call him? You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't you call me? Or how, like, whatever. But I think, because when y'all went to the bar, I felt the way. I felt the way. But also, I'm like, they're friends.
Yeah.
So, I think it takes a lot of give and take of, like, trusting that everybody's still going to be the same person to each other.
Yeah.
And now you get this added benefit of not having to only do things. Everybody's excluded. It's going to be a good time. It's not going to be any drama. You don't have to manage emotions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it takes a lot of trust, and like letting go of that for me.
We're trying to think. Have I been in a situation where are there friends of mine that you didn't like? It's okay. It's a safe space here.
I think I make that face.
I have a decent amount of like friends.
Uh-huh.
I feel like it. I'd be trying to merge.
I don't think that there's anybody that you call a friend that I don't like.
I love that you love words.
Mm-hmm.
You got to use the okay. All right. Do you think merging is necessary or no? Not at all.
Like,
Not at all.
Not that like, if it never happened, then it never happened, right? I don't think it is a requisite for friendships.
No, but I think this is probably like just me. Let me say that. My personality, I be trying to find a balance. Oh, everybody be happy. Come on over. Woo,
No.
woo. But I wouldn't say merging all friendships is necessary. But I feel like it's kind of weird if I know nobody of yours.
I mean, are they real?
Exactly. Till this day, I troll Stina about her other friends, which is not nice. But I be like, they made up, and we're your only real friends, which is so mean. But I mean, if you can't troll your friends, then okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe they just want to have something to just themselves. You don't have to give everything to everybody. Yeah, that's not like a relationship, though. Like, no, what do you... Oh. Okay, let me say this.
He's like, say it.
If you had a friend that I had never, ever met, not because they live out of town or something like that.
No, I was gonna be like,
No. I'm saying like literally y'all in the same city that I have never, and I ain't talking about a coworker either, because if y'all only linking at work or whatever, it's just, that's just weird. If you had a friend that I had never met, I would think it was a little weird. Not that we all have to hang out together, but I never met them in passing. That would just be weird to me. Is there somewhere that someone that... This is also kind of like a trick question because of your milestones, I've had to reach out to people that I wouldn't necessarily do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm inviting them to an event create. Well, obviously not. And so... Look at that.
There's friends that I know who are your friends, and I never met them.
But is that because you don't come?
Oh my God.
Come on.
Stop because of that.
I'm an inviter.
Okay.
I don't know. I would say it's because you ain't showed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't be coming.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now that we got
nap.
You do. And you be on your own thing. And anytime I invite you somewhere, did you tell them I'm coming?
Yes.
And I'm like,
because when it's at a person's home, I'm not going to show up at a person's home.
Yeah.
If they've invited you to the function.
Yeah.
I've never functioned with them in that way. Not in a private way. And then you be like, oh, such and such having this at their house. Come with me. Do they know I'm coming?
They know. They'll always know. I think that's the beautiful thing about I was about to say it's a beautiful thing about a friendship, but I know how to act. I know how to say, my friend's coming to something. I want her to come to something. Let me make the place ready. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You ready.
Mm-hmm.
People probably don't do that.
Yeah. And then you get there and you be like,
I'm not pizza.
okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm clear to like on air. Like
I'm still asked every time.
you should just assume they know. She done said something. Okay. Well,
Every time.
are there any tips that you would give to evolving? I mean, I've talked about how people should make friends.
Yeah.
How people should keep friends is really top of mind at this moment because one, I'm good to talk to somebody and just tell them, "Oh, you're not a good friend." Not necessarily to me, but I can see how people fall off with their friendships, and it's like you got to care, you got to follow up, you got to nurture the thing and like what that looks like and what.
For me, I've had to be really present. You know, I had that planner every year where they're discontinuing it this year. I've had that planner every year where you would go through and they would talk about like what relationships you want to nurture, what relationships you want to create, what relationships you want to cut out of your life, right? And so every year, I've had that planner for 5 years now. I think every year I would focus on like what person I wanted that to be. Who?
What year did I come in? I was in the first planning.
That was a long time ago. I don't know. I think we had already been there. I think a lot of them was like my relationships with my sisters, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that I focused on what I was going to do, how I was going to be active, like how I wasn't active in their lives right now, right?
Yeah.
So if I don't see them and I only like a text or we talk on the phone or whatever, I was like, okay, I'm going to make it a point to at least, you know what I'm saying?
You're so good at intention.
Man.
You're so good at that.
Because I would want somebody to be my friend like that. Like if I'm doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a friendship. Like we're there for each other. You fall off because I have a friend who has husband, 2 kids, they're in this sport, that sport, every other sport. And so they're pulled in all these different directions and I don't see her a lot, right? But I show up for the milestones. We show up for the milestones. I'm reaching out as much as possible to make sure that they know that I'm there. I'm all them damn fundraisers that they send.
Buy the popcorn, buy the chocolate.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the things to support them and their families and things like that or whatever. And so it's just like, I want to make sure that they know that even though life is super busy, I'm there, I'm watching you, I'm rooting for you, all of that kind of stuff. And so I try to make sure that every year I'm being very intentional about how I'm showing up in people's lives.
How do you identify when people are not showing up in your life?
When I get mad.
Okay.
Like, if I start complaining about it, it's been a while. Because I'll be like, oh, they gonna get a bit. You know what I'm saying? They just going through
the benefit of the doubt.
Like I'm seeing what they're going through. I know if they're having good lows, highs, whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let them make it.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. But by the time I get mad about it,
so what is it? So it's absence.
I think for me it's absence.
Okay.
In any way, if we normally are like long text thread for days at a time, and then all of a sudden you're just not replying. I'm reaching out, phone, you're not answering with very much voicemail. You know, I love a voicemail.
You do.
I will leave a voicemail and talk to you via voicemail if that's how we have to communicate so that we can hear each other's voices. That's me. I'm not going to do a voice note. I'm not going to do...
I'll take any audio from you. It's very funny. Everything.
And so I'm very much in that space, right? And so I try to say, is it me? Is it them? Separate it out. I don't know if I'm the best about vocalizing it. I just stay mad at people from afar.
I can only think of that one time you said you was mad at me and I didn't know you was mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even tell you what you were mad
I
at
don't
me
know.
for. Exactly. And for me,
But it was
I
visceral.
thought you were just busy.
I shouldn't laugh.
I thought you were busy. I was like, okay, cool, no problem. But again, I feel like I'm kind of low maintenance until I want to talk, and then I want somebody to like listen to me. But for the most part, she busy, I'm busy, whatever. And then you be like, I was mad at you, right? And I was like, you were mad at me for what?
Incensed. And
you didn't talk to me for a long time, I think. And God, our personality is just so different. Because I'm over here like, she's just busy. We'll be back in the holiday season.
That's terrible. Oh, God.
At least it's only happened once.
Man.
As far as I know.
Yeah, it's been that one.
Now you will just call and be like, well, fuck me. And I'll be like, I need to get back. I need to get back. I need to get back to doing the things because Tiffany is not about to have it from me.
Yeah. My God.
Yeah. You've got better vocal. The fact that that's your got better will fuck me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what the fuck is going on?
I want y'all to know that's what the damn voicemails will say too. Like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Because tell me what I did to you.
I'm trying to think how I let too much stuff like roll off, and I will not say. But what I found is people will be present, and then I just don't like how they're present, but I won't say nothing. And so I have to start being like, hey man. Hey man, you around, but you ain't doing the best job. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's my identifying. When I feel it in the pit of my stomach, like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, but does this even matter? And I have to say, hey, that irks me.
I know.
That irks my soul. So. Yeah, I've come to a place where I realize I have to start speaking up about what bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I was letting people run over me and that
you weren't, because by the time you do say something, you say it real rough.
Because it has bothered me for a while, and I've just been like letting it roll off.
It be unnecessary, and I'm like, why would you say that like that?
I'm getting better. I realized one friend, I was complaining about having to say something to somebody, and Halima was like, Joy, you are the voice of reason. Just get over it and say it. And I'm like, I'm gonna be taking a nap. You know what I mean? Like, why can't people do this on here? But I realized, like, now, friend or otherwise, I have to be like, hey man,
say the things.
Look, this is not the best. I recently cut off a friend, and that was weird because I identified that it was benefiting me in such a specific way. It wasn't enough. Like, there wasn't enough volume to the relationship or whatever. And I had to finally be like, well, I can't deal with your stuff and deal with my stuff, so I'm just going to dip. And I felt like that was the weirdest thing, because I feel like I'm the non-threatening Negro. Like, everybody gets a lot of me for the most part. I mean, friends-wise.
Yeah, friendship breakups are rough, man. Like, I haven't had to do that in a while.
And that's because you can stand in bed watching people spill.
Yeah, I take my time.
He said, I'm avoiding this. Taking my time.
I think my oldest friend, Felicia, you haven't met her. I think at one point she was going through something in her life, and I had to be like, baby, I don't know who this person is. And I love you.
Yeah.
So whenever we figure out where my friend Felicia is, circle back.
Come back to me.
but I can't do this.
Yeah.
Right. And there was a period of time where we just didn't, 2 shifts passing in the night, right?
Yeah.
And she worked through, found a better space for herself, and is happier now. And she's back to who she's always been. But I think I've stepped back,
Mm-hmm.
and that was years ago, right? We've been friends since the first day I moved into college, right? So 1997.
A long time. Dating yourself. 97.
97. And so that, like the first day I moved into the dorm, she was there. And so we've been friends for that long, and I think that was at least 15 plus years ago, that I had to step back from that friendship.
But it's good to know, like, you stepped back, but you came back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will get back to that other relationship. I just knew that what people need in friendships is very different to me. Or I could say people have different ideas of
What
friendship.
yeah.
Right. Like, and in that relationship, she was like, I need you to tell me everything. Well, this is how I felt.
Say that.
This is how I felt. Like, you need to tell me everything. We're here for it. And I'm like, look, okay, that's not even how I'm built. I'm going to tell you. Gradually, maybe. I'm not, like, looking for a sister in that way. The stereotypical, whatever, like, sister. Like, yeah. There was just such a miss. And I was like, Joy, you ain't doing her no good. You ain't doing yourself no good, so step back. And that was just the weirdest thing, because I value my friendships so much. I was like, I don't like the way this feels, but I'm gonna do it because it's better for me. But also, it's whack.
Yeah, I think, friendships evolve, right? And any relationship is gonna evolve. I would hope that the person that I was,
You have evolved.
it is not the same person. I mean, like, kind of like to the core. I mean,
Yes,
I'm gonna be me.
Yeah, you have evolved.
But I would hope that and that our friendship evolved in that way. Like, some people can't see you growing, see you, moving into the life that's for you, and not feel jealous.
Right.
Right?
They hate us because they ain't us.
So
I'm never gonna be a full adult.
and so I feel like since they can't be happy for you. Sometimes people just can't be happy for you without any conditions on it.
Yeah.
And I think those are the unfortunate, because that wasn't really a friendship. And you realize what you put into that, and you realize, like, wow. You've been my hater this whole time.
Yeah.
And I think those are the ones that are just heartbreaking, because for fuck's sake.
You know what I got a bad habit of doing? Well, I don't know if it's a bad habit. I'm going to talk about it in therapy. I will... Okay, so that particular friend fell out with another friend of mine. Mm-hmm. But I was like, well, the fallout wasn't that bad. Misunderstanding, 2 different personalities, woo. I'm still cool with them. Mm-hmm. Like, no problem. But also in the back of my mind, I wasn't crazy enough to be like, they never do nothing to me. In my mind, I was like, I know this personality, so it could go left. And I wouldn't, if something were to happen or go left, I wouldn't have been surprised. Mm-hmm. I would be like, oh, okay, like, no problem. Like, if she's out stylizing my name right now, I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be like, well, I did say we shouldn't be friends no more. Because I've seen, you know what I mean? I feel like I will take parts of friendships. Even though I got plenty of friends to go around. And she's like the artsy fartsy type. And I don't have a lot of artsy fartsy friends. Mm-hmm. So I was...
You definitely don't have one in me.
I do not. And so I realized, like, that artsy fartsy wasn't enough. I was like, oh, girl, you can't have artsy fartsy and drama?
Yeah.
That doesn't... The skill,
I mean,
balance.
There's seasons for drama now.
There are, but her drama was
Okay.
it was consistent. And I was like, well, I can't take the drama. Now that my life has a little drama, I can't take your drama and my drama. That's a little bit too much. I was like, maybe that's a lot. And so it's interesting to think of cutting somebody off, but I already knew I was only there for pieces of them, which I hope I have. I need to now. Girl,
Have you seen me looking over there?
wow. Okay. Leo said, I would like to come into the
That's
room.
Sebastian.
Oh, that's Sebastian? And he's a good boy. I understand. But it is rude.
Mhm.
And so that circles back to me, like, actually speaking up and being like, okay, I'm not being the best friend I could be to you.
Right.
So let me get on out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah,
We're too busy to be half-assing. We're too busy to be doing stuff to just do stuff. That was in my 20s. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm just out here really doing stuff. Oh, she go to the club. This month we finna go to eat. This month I want to, like, whatever. Like, I did that in my 20s. Like, at this point, girl.
Ain't doing it. No, I get it. I was just like, if it's not all the way a clear, beneficial friendship, not to say that you're being friends with somebody, they got to give you something or whatever. You know, you're smart. You should everything about it. Yeah. But I realized, like, girl, just let the friendship go.
Let it know.
Yeah,
And it's okay. And I wish you the best. And I want you to be happy, you know, or whatever.
for sure.
But also just, like, not right here clapping.
Yeah, I will say, if you try to let me go, I definitely show up at her house. Just so you know.
And use that door without, you know.
I'm showing up.
I would do it.
Okay, I'm showing
The
up.
dogs that are barking at you.
Man, 'cause why would you try to let me go? Like, I don't even want to imagine why we would not be friends no more. But baby, I would be like, I know you see me. And dude, we are friends forever. Where are you? Like, it was,
I don't, you know, I'm not going anywhere. I don't play.
good.
I plan on here making your life hell.
I'm a pivotal partner. I've been promoted to one of your employees. Yeah. COVID promoted me. So, you know, at this point, I'm in it to win.
All right.
Okay, next thing. We're going to wrap it up. Well, I didn't fart. Don't. A little dry. Okay, so I figured this would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to play a little game of who could be in our friend group.
Yeah.
What celebrity could be in our friend group, and why?
Mm-hmm.
Or what celebrity could not? I don't know. We're just gonna throw some names out there. I'll throw out a couple. If you think of somebody, you can absolutely add yours in. However,
I'm thinking right now. I already have a hard no on somebody. Hard.
who's the hard no?
I'm gonna hate me.
Who?
Erica Badu. She's a hard no. She's too much of the earth.
Oh my God!
It would send me,
You think so?
girl.
I think you would like Erica Badu because she's sarcastic than a mug, and I think you would fool with that.
man.
I think she would troll you with the love and light. Woo! I think she would troll you hard with the love and light.
I feel like that would outweigh the sarcasm for me. Like, well, you like that's like it's.
Man, I can see her at a party having a good time.
I told you weren't gonna like it.
Okay, yes, that's true. Okay, so can we put her on the pending list?
She can be on the pendant.
Okay.
If somebody don't show up, if somebody cancel, she could come.
Golly.
Yeah.
We got out someone. Right. Okay, Monica.
You think she can make it into the friend group?
Yeah. But also, you. I'm not saying you a thug, but what I am saying is you could handle yourself. And you choked out a pit bull. Okay. I just want to give people. I want people to get a clear picture of who you are.
I was attacking me and my dogs. Okay, and I protected us.
I think Unica could really fit in.
Yeah, she could. I can do Monica.
She's well dressed. She been around the way. She about her business.
She keep a job.
She keep a job.
Who's gonna be broke? Not her.
Not her.
Yeah, I feel like she know that. Hey, okay, we can do Monica.
Monica chick. Okay. Mary J. Blige.
What you think? You know, she look too set in her ways now. She always been slick with her mouth, but she real slick with
She said in her ways.
She's set in her ways now, and I feel like, you know, she gonna want it. A certain time, she not going out.
Yeah.
She want to go.
You think she gonna be on time?
She gonna be difficult? No.
She gonna be
late. Late. She gonna be difficult. She ain't gonna like the food at the restaurant. She gonna tell the server to take her food back. I mean, they should in certain situations. They should. But I mean,
she could leave early. She gotta help clean up.
Nah. All right, y'all. She gonna head out. I got stuff to do.
I feel like Mary would be too standoffish, and she was scared the other newcomers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. I'm in agreement. It would be a no. I feel like I'm gonna slip a couple of people in quickly because I feel like they're going to make it. Glorilla
every time.
Okay, May is Beyonce. That's not it. Go say
she definitely come.
He said, actually, I sent her a message yesterday. I'd like to be my friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think. I'm trying to think of somebody that I have a lot of yeses for us. You don't have any like hard no's for me? Sometimes you're very reasonable. It's black and white when you are reasonable. Like either you're very reasonable or it's gonna be a no. Halle Berry?
She gonna be talking about her man drama all the time.
But Halle, she down for the people. Okay, she gonna stop and talk to the black reporter every time. Everybody got a little relationship drama. She got to own it.
That's like you asking me if J-Lo. No.
We know she's like,
not.
Okay. Yeah. So then Halle and
waiting.
Not at all?
Don't do me.
What you think? What now? I'm thinking of old bingo, which is interesting. You think Viola Davis could make it with her?
She could.
You think so?
Yes, I love her personality. She has a great sense of humor. I think she would be great.
You don't think we get on nerves?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's she from? Alabama, Mississippi, one of them places?
I should know that because I read a book. Somewhere.
Yeah, like not. Yeah, good.
Okay. Okay. Miss Pat. What? I just watched Club Shay Shay with Miss Pat, and she just got me to thinking she's an interesting lady. I feel like her and Lunel will come as a pair.
God, that would be good and loud.
I mean, the food would be good.
They would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they could.
That's so Pat. Wow. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. You let people through. Okay. Monique.
No. Next.
Sweet baby? You don't want Sweet baby to come?
Next. Baby. Start even up with this listening now. Did you see how she ran up them stairs after McCall?
Yo, that's the best match you ever reposted. My God, it's what the world needed.
Man.
Oh my God. It was the part when she said, I should have fucked you up when you was in that kitchen. Yes. Why would they do that? Oh, because he did spill that milk. I'm gonna see. Send it to me so I can repost it for the people because I don't know what we talking about.
Okay.
Let's switch to dudes because we don't have.
I was waiting on dudes.
Yeah, we don't have. You got some dudes that just can't make it. I know who could make it. Pearly Plies.
Every time.
Yeah. Plies could definitely.
Yeah, we talking.
Yeah. Plies can make it
every time. Love him.
He can make it. Tyrese. He's a bit sensitive.
He is.
He's funny though. Did we just invite him out when we go out?
Yeah. Like, yeah. He's like, oh, we're having a thing.
Badu ain't over having a thing.
Wow, she is. Held on to it.
I'm just shocked.
Can't say she done a good thing.
You come. I don't know. Help
T-Pain for me.
Well, everybody loves T-Pain.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to go to Whiskey.
I'm gonna say Kendrick Lamar.
Let me say this. Now, let me tell you why he on the list with Tyrese. The way Kendrick has died,
my eye is intense.
And what I'm saying is, I feel like he too might scare away the people. Because the way he did Drake, I don't know if I want that. It's somebody that diabolical on the scene.
He's an intense.
That's what I'm saying.
For me, it would be a no for me. He's an intense guy. Love him.
I feel like he's genuine, but
yes.
Kendrick, I'm gonna let you know we having something, and if you want to fall through, then cool. But like the way he be doing the prison push-ups and he not in prison, yeah, I can't. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Kendrick, we love him though.
We do.
We do love. We fucking love him. Once upon a time, you would put Drake on our list.
I would have.
Like, in the friend group, you would have let Drake. I was about to say, I would have let Drake penetrate the friend group. That's just a bad reference right now. Godly.
I would have, like, this is my homie. He would have been my homie. Come hang out. I would have. It would have been corny. It would have been... Yeah. I know he's a little corny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would have been corny. I know that. But for a time.
You know, amongst, like, thug dudes that would come, you know, well, Lil Uzi Vert doesn't count as a thug, huh? And this stuff, you don't know who you already. Okay, it'll not. Okay. Is he short color? Short, weird, had the diamond in his forehead.
I know who that is.
Cause
you gotta give me visuals.
Cause JT.
Yeah.
That's on me.
Okay.
Or he's dating it. They them.
Okay.
I feel like without a party. Because he does the both.
Yeah, I just want to.
Yeah. I definitely thought.
See, I know this young man.
Yeah.
I mean, I like youngsters.
Okay. So then, do the city girls make it in?
Miami.
Carisha can't come? If Carisha comes, let me say this. She bring in Santana.
You know.
Okay. Santana put it over the top. What? Because what's gonna happen? They're gonna judge everybody there.
No, it's just like, you know, I think that's a very big person. One that sucks the air out of the room.
I don't.
Sucks it out. Because it's all
about them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So JT.
Because who is Miami? That is,
yeah, that's JT.
Right? No, that's Carisha.
Are we sure?
Why are we old?
Then
And the thing about it is, I don't even care too much. I'm about it. Yeah, you know.
I'm like, I think Miami, like, she does great. That's great. She please, that's Miami. Right?
Is there anybody that you actually look? We gotta wrap this joint up.
Okay.
Is there anybody that you actually have seen besides like Meg and Beyonce, et cetera, and been like, you know what, I want to be their friend? I know me as a friend is already like so much, but you might have room for one more.
No, I don't think. Because,
No, just
okay. Okay. Right now, it would be, actually, you know what?
Snoop. Yeah. Now, if he's coming with Martha,
I was going to say Snoop and Martin.
yeah, I wouldn't be mad.
Like, as we were on dudes, I think Snoop, like, very chill, very laid back, really smart. You know what I'm saying? All of those things. Like, the for a good time, but he not for no bullshit. You know, like, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's anybody. I mean, Usher could be my friend.
You know, I went to the Usher concert in Chicago, and he is a handsome guy.
Yeah,
I feel like I smiled the whole time. He just,
somebody's age.
I was just like,
out here.
and we are the same age, but I'm just very much, yeah, he's a nice guy.
It's because we've grown up with Usher, I think.
You know what it is?
I think he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Great smile. You know, when people with great smile, make you smile.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. But also, we've seen him, like, really excel. And I think you can't help but to be happy
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
He's dodged a good amount of, like, the stuff that comes along with being in the industry and whatnot or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, just, he could come. He could hang out.
Yeah.
Like, we'd exchange texts and send memes and things.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't have nobody else that I think I would.
Yeah.
Off top.
Like, I think right now, so I joined the Run Club in March. I just now started actually talking to people. Today, I exchanged my first phone number with somebody.
My goodness.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And so, like I say, I watch from afar. It's been a very long time.
Man, you've been sweating next to these people in the trenches.
In the trenches.
I'm going to give someone my number now.
Yeah. And so, I'm excited about that. Because, I mean, it's kind of why I joined the Run Club, to, like, find like-minded friends.
Yeah.
And all that good stuff. And so, I'm open.
Good.
Not that, you know, anybody would want to reach out and start hanging out with me. You're certainly
As soon as
welcome.
somebody reaches out, you can be like, who is this on my phone?
And girl,
Oh,
I'm
remind me to tell you who hugged me at the park. Okay, we're going to wrap up this episode of Funky Intellect. We're going to be friends, and I got a little gossip to tell. You know, check out our YouTube. There will be a friendship playlist. Thank you so much for coming. Let me just officially say, top tier.
thanks.
You're a top tier friend. I'm very happy to know you and have you in my life. And I'm going to do my best to keep showing a decently and spectacular.
I too am very happy to be here. And so,
I'm glad I'm a premier partner.
yeah, you are. So thank you for having me. I hope I didn't babble on too much. Follow me on my run journey.
Tell the people where they can find you.
On her page, she's tagged me potentially in some pictures.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
I post funny stuff if you are easily offended.
Hilarious thing.
If you're easily offended.
Nobody listening to this podcast is easily offended.
Don't follow me, but she'll tag it or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is.
Okay, I'll tag it and y'all will find it, and then we can be internet cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
As usual, don't forget to check out this episode's playlist on Spotify or YouTube by clicking the link in the bio.